Hey everybody, it's Emily. I'm back. I'm doing a fully voice recorded message for you today just because, as many of you know, I've just been exhausted and going through a fairly difficult time. Very difficult time. I shouldn't say fairly, very difficult time. And I did want to push a message out to you this week, but I just didn't. It just takes an extra level of energy to put your face on the camera. So we're going to go with the voice. And I have some cards here if I decide to use them, but I feel guided to just channel something through, which I didn't do ahead of time. I didn't channel it onto paper. So we will be in this real time getting the messages, and we'll just see what comes up. I have no idea what's going to come up. I just wanted to thank all of you who are my private clients and those of you who took advantage of the Theta Healing offer that I made earlier this week. I did fill all those spaces, but seriously, you guys give me life right now because when so many things feel so heavy and so difficult, I never feel as alive as I do when I'm working with people. So I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and you are a part of giving me the opportunity to do that. So I'm just so grateful to all of you, and you certainly can check out my website at IamEmilyGear.com if you'd like to make an appointment, if you'd like to schedule a private one-on-one session. I would love that. So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and just sort of center myself for a second and go ahead and see what wants to come through for us today, just for the collective from Source Energy. I'm going to go ahead and bring myself up there. I say up, it's not really a place, it's more dimensional, but this is how I imagine it. I'm hearing that this is a transitional time for many of you, and that I'm not unique in that aspect. And I'm seeing the image of archaeologists unearthing precious artifacts. And at this time, it seems that many of us are unearthing precious artifacts within ourselves, some of which need to be mourned and released, and others which just need to be let go of. Other things just simply need to be acknowledged, and then they get their own legs and leave us. The fact is, we're many, many layers built up of experiences, and if we do not apply our own judgment to those experiences, we can simply see them as the byproduct of life. Many lives, many layers of lives, many timelines of lives. And this is all part of being a being in this universe. And that as we ascend and as we learn more about ourselves and how to inhabit the energy that we were created with, we learn more and more about how to efficiently operate at the highest vibration, by allowing what is unnecessary, what is not serving us, to fall away. And this can be a very simple process, but often it is mired in difficulty simply because we as human beings have attachment traumas. And so we attach to anything and everything, good, bad, or otherwise, because it forms part of our identity. And when we have an identity, we cling to it with everything that we have. Yet we're being asked to shed that identity at this time because it is not in alignment with who we really are. That identify identities through traumas, through pain, through lack. These are not in alignment with our highest possibilities. That we have all possibilities available to us, and it is up to us to choose whether we align to the highest vibrational essence that we were created with or not. From there is a degree of divine timing and divine help, which we must request. And that we should not be afraid to request this, that we deserve it. And if we have any doubts that we deserve it, then just know, just let me tell you that you do deserve it. And know that any feelings of not deserving or not being worthy, these are not part of who you really are. These are, again, part of your trauma. That you have attached to this identity because somebody told you this, someone in a state of authority, a parent, a teacher, another loved one. Especially if these happen in our early years, that they become part of our identity very strongly, and it's hard for us to see outside of them until we become aware of them. And this is why we circle around in the darkness for so many years, because it does take time to become aware. It's hard to become aware when you are in darkness. But soon there's just that one moment of realizing a sound, a picture, a word, something in the dark, and then suddenly you become aware of other things. And this is how we become aware through the awakening process. That is not random at all, but it does feel random at times. And so we're asked to trust. We're asked to trust the process. We're asked to surrender into it. And anytime that it does not feel comfortable, that's because you are holding resistance to it. You're holding resistance and holding on to an old identity, which you are trying to also shed. And this is a push-pull action within your own being, which creates this discomfort. And so because it was within you, it's not because of or due to any other force, you have the power to control this, to stop it. By simply surrendering to the divine timing, to the transitions at hand, to the transformation at hand, to the unearthing which is taking place. I'm seeing the vision of a rainbow right now. I'm not really sure what that means at the moment, but it does feel like hope. It feels like even if you are in that dark, difficult place, that there is hope, and that this is part of coming to that hope. That if we did not release these things that are holding us back, we would never have the opportunity even to tread upon this rainbow. This rainbow bridge, perhaps. I don't know what it is, but we would not have the opportunity to step into this transcendent place. This is part and necessary, part of the process, necessary. One of the greatest challenges right now is to believe that we deserve this, that we are worthy of this. And while we've already discussed worth, I just want to make the point again that you are a spark of the divine force. And because of that, you have a right to this joy, to this hope, to this transcendence. There's not another energy or soul like you, and so what you hold is so divine and so inspirational and so unique. That there is a reason for you to feel worthy, because you are an individual, and what you carry and bring to the world is beyond that of what anyone else can carry and bring to this world, because it is unique. And so if this is what we need to walk this path, to walk through this time, then this is what we must begin to identify this with this, because this is part of our true identity. Your own individuality, your own uniqueness, your own special divinity is how it just came through. That you are loved beyond measure. And there is nowhere in this universe that you are not welcome, that you are not allowed, that you are not worthy. release these thoughts and feelings now. Let's just pull in some theta healing for a moment. If I have your permission to ask Creator to pull and cancel any beliefs that are related to lack of worth. The belief, I am worthy, no. Pull and cancel this on all levels and resolve on the history level, and replace it with the belief, I am worthy, on all levels. In every language you've ever spoken, for your highest and best good, with grace and ease, please say yes out loud now. I encourage you to let me know how that felt for you in the comments. And we're going to do I am loved also. These are very simple, but we're also talking to the collective, where certain things may exist collectively that are extremely broad and yet very important. So that's why we're doing these. Do I have your permission to ask Creator to pull and cancel the belief, I am loved, no, on all levels, and resolve on the history level, and replace it with the belief, I am loved, yes, on all levels, in every language you've ever spoken, for your highest and best good, with grace and ease now. And I encourage you to let me know how that felt in the comments. So I'm just going to ask Source if there were any other messages for you guys today. Oh, I'm being told to integrate. So can I have your permission to ask Creator to integrate the healings we've received today for your highest and best good, with grace and ease? Please say yes out loud now. And I'm asking if there were any other messages. I'm seeing the lion, and I'm seeing a fire. And I'm reminded that we are all incredibly strong creators of our own reality. And while we have no control, we also have a lot of control. It's this paradox where we must surrender all of it to the divine in order to be the strongest creators that we can possibly be. And this is a time of strong creativity, manifestation. You're manifesting this through your deep and, what's the word I'm looking for? Deep and transcendent, I guess. Transcendent, deep and transcendent transformation. It's rooted very deeply. These things are rooted very deeply in you. Do a lot of breathing. I'm feeling that for sure. A lot of release of grief from the lungs, and stress and judgment. Okay. Guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. And I look forward to talking to you guys again soon, okay? Have a great week. Bye-bye.